Now we also have this particular game. Everybody's talking about this fucking game. There is so much drama surrounding this game right now. It's got 2 million fucking views over on Twitter, and everybody's talking about this shit. And the reason why they're talking about it is because some idiots are accusing this game of stealing their ideas from Kingdom Come Deliverance, bro. I am not even kidding. I am not even kidding. This game is called Knight's Path, right? It's called Knight's Path, and people swear that the whole fucking medieval combat thing is somehow inherently owned by fucking Warhorse Studios. Why do you think that? I have no idea. But a lot of people are like, this looks like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You guys are stealing from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like, dude, the whole medieval thing has been around forever. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Anyway, I'll show you guys the thread in a second. Tenebrae says, everyone talking about it. I'm hearing about it for the first time. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how much people talk about things. There's always someone who's going to hear about it for the first time. So let's look at this trailer. I've been wanting to look at this for a while. Old Man Kaz sent this to me a couple of days ago. Let's see what's going on here and figure out what the big deal is. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. They added dragons to this shit? Oh, what the fuck? Bro, look at the size of that snail, man. What? Okay. I mean, listen, I think that this looks really cool. I really do. I think this looks cool. I also think this game does not look anything like Kingdom Come Deliverance. I really hate when people take a style, right? And in this case, this game obviously has the medieval style. They take that style and they're like, oh, any game that tries to do that style that does it to a game that I like is clearly copying the game that I like. That does not make sense. Okay. You cannot copyright the medieval times. Like you can't do that, right? So people and listen, I like medieval style video games, right? I really do. I fucking like medieval style video games a lot, and I feel like we need more of them. You know, what was the name of that? I played the first one, not the second one. What was the name of the game where you had like massive fucking medieval wars? My God, it was so fun. It was like decapitation and everything. What was the name of that game, dude? Why am I drawing a blank on it? I had so much fun playing it. Chivalry. That's the name. Chivalry 1 was such a good game. It was so much fun. You run around. You have people screaming at the top of their lungs. You got arms flying off, fucking body parts flying off. People just getting felted. It was so good. So good. This entire aesthetic, this entire look, I love this look, and I love this entire. It seems like it's going to be a little bit more high fantasy versus medieval. It might be a mix, obviously, with like the giant snails and the fucking dragon or wyvern or whatever it was, a wyvern, you know, depending on how people pronounce it. I think that this game is going to be combining a lot of elements that will make it drastically different than Kingdom Come Deliverance, and also offering that medieval flair that people enjoy. The combat looked pretty good. It's in third person. The sound effects looked pretty good. You had sparks flying when it hit the metal of the armor and also of the weapons, which was pretty cool too. Developers say it's low fantasy, really? So I guess they might just be adding some elements to it that are probably fantasy, but then that's basically it. But no, this shit looks fucking sick, dude. I don't know why people why do they think because this guy looks like Henry, he's dressed like Henry? Who fucking cares? Who cares, bro? Henry exists in this, bro. I hate when people do this. I really do. But they do it all the time, right? Just like anything that's open world with guns and cars gets called a Grand Theft Auto clone, right? It happens all the time. Anything with over the shoulder, difficult combat gets called a Souls like all the time. It's just annoying. If it's just monsters with no elves, dwarves, or magic, then yeah, it's not high fantasy. All right, so I guess it'll be low fantasy then. I suppose just it has a wyvern and like gigantic creatures or whatever. Then again, the snail might be the only gigantic creature we don't know yet, but definitely cool. They copied Zelda, has a sword. Yeah, exactly. Henry's clothing was not developer invented; it was historical. Exactly. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like that they're out here and they see the similarities and they immediately think that this is like a copy of something. Like, bro, we need to stop that. There is like, listen, there is more people now than ever in game development. There are more people now than ever making video games. There is obviously going to be a lot of cross referencing, a lot of games that are going to look similar to other games, but it all depends on how it's presented, the stories that are behind the games, if they even have a story. There are definitely a lot of different ways to change it, but to just simply say, oh, it's a copy because it has medieval armor. Are you fucking crazy? Or because like the buildings look almost identical to the buildings in Kingdom Come Deliverance? Of course they're going to, because they're following the same history. Of course they're going to be the fucking same. You know, it's not like you can't copyright this. You don't see people complaining of Souls likes. No, some people do. Some people absolutely do. There'll be people that'll call certain games that are not Souls likes just because there's like a bonfire mechanic or something, you know? But in any case, I like this. I like this overall setup. I like the third person. That's cool. The graphics look pretty good. The combat had a nice heavy weight to it, which is good when you're dealing with melee weapons like this, especially with heavy armor like this. I think that this is going to be a cool game. The dragon at the end, or the wyvern, whatever it is, definitely surprised me. I was not expecting that. I don't know. I was just expecting it to be a standard like medieval style video game. I know Lavistro is saying that they're calling it a Souls-like apparently, so I guess it's going to have Souls-like combat where it's going to be highly difficult. That I could see, you know. I'm assuming it's single player only. I don't think it's multiplayer. This shit is insane, bro. Look at the size of this thing. And is he about to attack it too? Yeah, he's about to attack the fucking giant snail. Why are you going to attack this thing? You can't even break the shell. Anyway, they posted a tweet on the KCD claim. The game is heavily inspired by classic RPG Gothic. Who they posted a tweet on the KCD claim. Okay. So let's see if we can find that. Hold on. Let's look at Knight's Path. Let's go to their Twitter page. I'm gonna follow them just so I can keep track of this game because this looks very interesting. Okay, Knight's Path Twitter page. Knight's Path is an indie action RPG story-driven, low fantasy, small open world game. So they're not even going for the grand open worldness. They're just trying to do the most they can with the little bit they have. Okay, here we go. This is good. We have seen the comments comparing Knight's Path to Kingdom Come, and we would like to address this openly in a thread. For decades, movies, TV, and games have portrayed medieval... the fact that they even have to make this response is so fucking stupid. But anyway, whatever. They have portrayed medieval times through a very stylized and often inaccurate lens. Because of that, when a game is inspired by real historical realism, it's naturally going to stand out and can feel unfamiliar or striking at first. We have a lot of respect for Kingdom Come Deliverance and are genuinely grateful for how it helped show the Middle Ages as they actually were. That same goes for projects like Lord's Manor, Half-Swords Games, and Blight Survival, and others. All of them are doing incredible work by depicting medieval armor, architecture, and everyday life based on real history. And we need more of that. We need more of that. Like I want more medieval games. I feel like a lot of people probably do. They're just naturally more brutal, you know? I like that. I like that more like brutality behind some of the medieval style games. Knight's Path, even as a low fantasy world, comes from the same place of respect for history, medieval architecture, and armor. Any similarities do not come from copying, but from drawing from the same real world past. Exactly. Right? Like this is what I mean, where this is not copying just because it has the same medieval armor and everything, because Kingdom Come was using that armor because they tried to be as historically accurate as possible when they were depicting their characters. And this developer is doing the same exact thing. So naturally, if both developers are trying to be somewhat accurate, then they're going to have armor sets that are going to look nearly identical. Nobody was running around with orc-sized fucking shoulder pad armors like in World of Warcraft in the medieval times. It just wasn't happening that way. You know, it's just these people are stupid. I don't understand the people who are people are really dumb with this shit. Anyway, it's fine. We honestly hope this approach continues to grow and even reaches the movie industry so that one day seeing 15th century armor will feel as natural as seeing World War II uniforms on screen. Not as something copied from another film, but simply as what people truly wore at the time. We are confident that over time, as we share more materials, and especially once players get their hands on the upcoming demo, it will become clear just how different Knight's Path is as a game compared to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Well, anybody with a brain looking at those trailers can clearly see that these games are totally different. These are not even close to the same video games. Why would anybody even sit there and pretend that they are? I feel like it's extremely disingenuous. It just makes it seem like you are either a super fan shill of Kingdom Come Deliverance or you're a super hater of this game for some odd reason, whatever it may be, I don't know. But you'd have to be stupid to look at these two games and say, oh, yeah, they're the same. Aside from the armor looking the same, the gameplay is completely different. They even put a fucking wyvern at the end, and they introduce a gigantic snail. You know? It's like, bro, I hate people. Anyway, Lavisho says, hold on. Lavisho says, where did it go? Damn, the chat's moving fast. Holy fuck. Oh, I saw something about, like, they're suing something. Oh, Old Man Cad says, I'm sorry. They are also suing because the swords look like swords from Night Squad. Yeah, bro. Again, this is like stupid. Thank you to everyone engaging, questioning, and discussing. It has been genuinely uplifting to see history and armor experts step in and support Knight's Path. We truly appreciate it. And they even linked Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on X. What a class act. Look at that shit. Here are a few examples. Oh, no, they're going to give examples of armor models that we have created. Some pieces, such as the Hound Skull bassinets, are based on real historical helmets and may naturally resemble those seen in Kingdom Come as they come from the same time period. In Knight's Path, however, you will also encounter armors inspired by the mid to late 15th century, offering a broader range of historically accurate designs beyond those overlaps. To ensure accuracy down to the smallest details, we consult every step with our historical advisors, including Mud and Blood, Samal Christoph, and Knightly Hist. Okay. Interesting. So we could look here, some video. This looks so good. I love the way this looks. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Let's look at this one. Hold on. That's probably one of my favorites right here. This is probably one of my favorites. The one at the top right. That looks so good. What about this one? Just a big old Tin Man. Oh man. And what about this? This one's fucking badass too. Look at this. That is so badass. I like the two on the right. I think the two on the right are by far the most badass, but I still like the first one better in my opinion. Oh my god, they're talking about the architecture too. They are not playing around. For the architecture, we drew from what we know best, our home regions of Czechia and Germany and their rich historical heritage. We work closely with Clippy Magic on multiple artworks to ensure that the architecture is grounded, authentic, and true to the period. Bro, these guys are not holding back. They are not holding back. Look at this. I like it. But you see, okay, so you look at something like this, and you'll have a moron on Twitter that'll be like, oh, you're copying Kingdom Come. Look at the buildings. Are you serious, bro? But that's what they do. That's what they do, man. It's so stupid, man. I swear, people on X are just really stupid sometimes. The world is not historical, but a unique and grounded fantasy setting inspired by Holy Roman Empire. For us, low fantasy means the world stays grounded and believable. There will be no elves or dwarves, no hordes of orcs threatening kingdoms or wizards casting fireballs. The core of the game remains firmly historical in tone, focused on the medieval human society, shaped by feudal hierarchy, power, political intrigue, war, faith, and everyday hardships and joys of life in the Middle Ages. Fantasy elements do exist, but they are rare and subtle. Creatures like the wyvern and the giant snail are inspired by medieval manuscripts and folklore and are treated as unusual, rare parts of the natural world rather than common sights. Magic, where it exists at all, is indirect and ambiguous. Long rituals, superstition, divination, and curses and effects that may or may not even be real magic, rather than anything flashy or obvious. If a truly magical item exists, it is treated as a divine artifact or a once in a lifetime miracle, not an everyday tool. Overall, fantasy is there to add atmosphere, mystery, and tension, and to let the player explore or experience the medieval world through the eyes of medieval people who often believe the world to be far more magical than we do today, while still keeping the world feel real. Yeah, I got to be honest with you guys. I'm with this. Maybe I'm crazy, but I mean, he is selling me on this big time, and I don't blame him considering this thread has 1.8 million views. So this is definitely the time to shine, if that makes sense. I like this. I like this a lot. I think this game looked really good. I like the overall setting. I think considering it's an indie game, it's pretty obvious it's going to have a very small scope. And I don't think that's a bad thing. As long as that very small scope is something that is just badass and a lot of fun, I'd rather have 15 hours of or 20 hours of badassery versus 100 hours of just like running around in an open area, you know? So I think I would definitely be interested in this game for sure. Beyond that, the game is heavily inspired by classic RPG Gothic. Yes, Gothic is definitely a game to be inspired by, especially its immersive world design and amazing sense of armor and combat progression. And the combat is nothing like Kingdom Come Deliverance. It is strongly inspired by Sekiro. Oh, shit. Focusing on breaking an enemy's posture through attacks, parries, deflections, and well-timed counters. Bro, we're getting Sekiro or Sekiro fucking medieval, bro. Medieval Sekiro. That's crazy. That is crazy. I am so interested in this. It's not even funny. We hope this thread explains what we're trying to achieve with Knight's Path better than a 1-minute trailer ever could. Thank you to everyone who made it this far, and even if you are still unsure, we hope you give us a chance for the upcoming free playable demos available. Listen, I think this is nothing but a win. I really do. Because they're out here, they're offering a demo. They're gonna have a demo out here soon. That's gonna be badass. I think that they are saying that it's gonna have Sekiro style combat. Yeah, I'm with this, man. Old Man Cad, this is a really good recommendation for sure. I cannot wait to see more about this game, and I hope. When's the release date? Do they have a release date or no? I don't know if they have a release date on this game quite yet. Do they have a release date? Wishlist on Steam. It is available on Steam. Let's see. Did they say anything else? We are honestly overwhelmed. We never anticipated that the trailer would reach millions of views. The response has been insanely positive, and we cannot thank you enough for the support. So what started off as positive, unfortunately, turned into, oh, you guys are copying Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's so stupid, man. I always try to answer every comment, but I'm completely overwhelmed right now. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. You guys have a lot of eyes on your game now, so hopefully this game becomes decently successful. That would be really good to see. As long as the game is good. If the game is bad, well, then we're going to roast it like we do every other game. It's kind of how it goes. All right, well, that's basically it for Knight's Path. You guys can obviously let me know what you think about this game overall, but so far, I have a really good impression of it. And I think that I will be, I know I will be, you know what, let me do it right now before I forget. I'm going to wishlist this game right now on Steam before I forget. Hold on.